bone is already there, slick, pale, fresh. Your dog shouldn't have it. You didn't hear the door. You didn't hear anything. But it stares unblinking. Its mouth opens, another bone pushes out. Longer, too long, scraping the floor. The pile grows, touching your shoes. And it's still pulling. This is an official emergency broadcast from the county emergency system. Please remain calm. Stay indoors. Do not leave your residence until further instructions are given. Local law enforcement, animal control, and public health authorities have confirmed a growing pattern of incidents across multiple districts. These events are focused around household dogs. While unusual in description, the reports are consistent. We are treating them as credible and urgent. The first stage begins simply. A family pet returns from outside carrying a bone. It may drop it at the doorstep, on a rug, or directly at your feet. Owners assume this is scavenged, taken from garbage, or dug up from soil. But the bones are not normal. They are too large, too clean. They lack the wear of burial, the staining of decay. Their pale surfaces gleam in the light. In some cases, the bone is wet. In others, it drips. At first, households dismiss the strangeness, a curiosity, an annoyance. But the second stage begins quickly. The dog returns with more bones. It does not chew them. It does not play. Instead, it arranges them. Lines of femurs across thresholds. Ribs fanned like wings against doorframes. Skulls placed upright on kitchen tiles, facing inward. Testimonies describe the patterns as deliberate, too deliberate. Not dropped, not scattered. Arranged. As this continues, the animal's behavior changes. Tail movements cease. Blinks become rare. The dog stands rigid for long periods, staring at walls, doors, or ceilings. Owners describe the silence as unbearable, broken only by the scrape of bone on floorboards as new pieces are added to the collection. After the third night, the sound changes. Witnesses report the bones grinding, shifting on their own, sliding into place as if moved by unseen hands. By the fifth bone, your dog will no longer respond to its name. Attempts to restrain or remove it result in violent shaking of the body shaking. Not like anger or fear, but like something pulling strings inside of it. One owner described it as bones rattling inside skin. Another claimed their dog's jaw did not close. For 2 full hours, gaping wide while breath hissed out of a throat stretched too far. When approached, the jaw opened wider, wider still, until sound was no longer breath, but something else pushing through. Multiple reports confirm the same escalation. Dogs begin to produce bones directly, not carrying, not retrieving, producing from the mouth, from the throat, from the body itself. Witnesses describe objects longer than the dog's torso being pulled, endlessly from its jaws, scraping along floors, collecting in heaps that rise against furniture. One family described their living room filled knee-deep in bones by dawn, while their pet sat frozen in the center, eyes locked on them, throat still opening still. Public health officials advise, do not touch the bones, do not attempt to pulling. Remove them from your home. Attempts have led to severe physical consequences. One resident attempted to throw the bones into a fire pit. The bones did not burn. The dog turned its head toward him, and in the smoke he saw his own hand bones arranged neatly, finger by finger, though his flesh remained intact. Minutes later, his hand began to ache. Hours later, his hand was gone. We have reason to believe the bones are not random. They are not scavenged remains. They belong to something. Something that was not buried. Something that is still searching for form. The dogs are its messengers, its carriers, its builders. The piles are not piles. They are structures. Reports confirm door-shaped frames rising from living rooms, porches, and basements. Arches of ribs, staircases of vertebrae. In one home, the skeleton of something. Massive, incomplete, stretching from wall to wall. The family is missing. Only the dog remains. Remain calm. Stay inside. Do not engage with your pet if it has begun this behavior. If the bones reach the height of your waist, you are already in danger. If the bones begin to arrange themselves without your dog's touch, do not remain in that room. If your dog stops blinking, do not speak its name. The name is not for you. Several households have reported hearing voices emerging from the bone structures. At first, faint breaths, sighs, groans, but then louder, clearer, until words begin to form. These voices call family members by name. They beg them to step closer, to touch the threshold of ribs, to pass through the jaw-like arches. Those who obey do not return. Their bones appear later in other homes. Law enforcement attempted to remove one affected dog for testing. The dog remained. Still as they approached, bones scattered at its feet. When they lifted it, the bones shifted. Law enforcement officers reported feeling their own spines bending. Several collapsed screaming. The others dragged the animal out. None made it past the street. The dog walked back alone, trailing a long, wet chain of vertebrae from its throat. This is not an isolated incident. Entire neighborhoods are reporting structures rising inside houses, barns, and yards. The dogs continue to produce, unblinking, unbreathing, except to pull more. Some structures resemble doors. Some resemble stairs. Some resemble mouths. All of them are incomplete. All of them are waiting. Remain calm. Do not leave your home unless absolutely necessary. If your dog has begun producing bones, you must distance yourself immediately. Do not speak. Do not touch. And do not step through the bone frames. Once you do, it is too late. The bones are not trophies. They are instructions. They are blueprints, and they are building something large enough for all of us. Stay inside. Do not look at the pile. Do not look at your dog. Do not